Hi, I'm Claire. As an artist, I spend a lot of time feeling alone. Not through lack of being surrounded by wonderful friends and family, but because I think artists are inherently quite solitary creatures. The ideas we carry can feel unresolved, polarising, difficult to fully explain to other people, and so much of creating happens internally first. You live inside your own mind for long periods of time trying to make sense of something that doesn't fully exist yet or make sense to you. I think that's why the process is rarely linear. We feel things deeply, we obsess over details, we question everything, sometimes to an exhausting degree. A lot of my work begins with a feeling I can't quite articulate, something emotional, instinctive, or visual that stays with me long enough that I feel compelled to explore that idea. And then begins the process of trying to translate that feeling into something physical, something visceral in the real world. In my own work, I often move between very difficult, different characters, identities and emotions, almost like stepping into different psychological spaces. My body is a vehicle, and there's a strange vulnerability in that, especially when your work is so connected to your inner world. I think people often imagine artists as being expressive all the time, but actually a lot of creating for me happens in silence, in stillness, in quiet observations, repetition, doubt, a lot of doubt, sitting with an idea for weeks or months before understanding what it's trying to become. And that feeling is incredibly isolating, especially when the world increasingly values speed, visibility, AI, and instant understanding. Art rarely works like that. Honestly, sometimes the most meaningful parts of the process are the least visible. The experimentation, the failures, the moments where nothing seems to work. But I also think solitude is where some of the most honest work comes from. It's not a performance. There's no one to see. The space to question things, to sit with the uncertainty, to confront your ideas, to confront yourself. Maybe that loneliness is part of the process too.